And then your birthday is huge line and then she gives me a drink which is like basically just like a and then she's like, "Can you do this?" I'm like, I brought so many drinks to make for you.
Really fun.
Hey people, it is Friday, September the 22nd. And the time is 7:48 in the evening. And it is currently 20 degrees Celsius and it seems extremely noisy for some reason. More so than it normally would. And I just got off the train here on line 2 at Spadina Station. And I'm going to be walking from here to my sister's house. I'm meeting up with her and her family, and we're going to be going out to dinner. So I'll be walking west down Bloor Street West from here at Spadina Station down to past Osington Avenue. And it's a nice evening here in the city. It was a beautiful sunny day today. In the low 20s, around 22, 23 Celsius. And it's still very comfortable outside. So there's a look south down Spadina with the CN Tower, all lit up in red tonight. So I'll be walking through two busy neighborhoods this Friday evening along Bloor Street, namely the Annex and Koreatown. And my sister lives west of Koreatown, as I mentioned, past Osington Avenue.
The first line of this song states.
And this will be the first time seeing my sister and my nephews and my brother-in-law since several months ago when they last visited from Toronto while they were still living in Vancouver. They've since moved back to Toronto as of a few weeks ago, but I have not yet been to their house, so this will be the first time since they returned to the city. They were living in Vancouver for about 2 years. And I'm glad that they're back in Toronto. I think most of them really prefer to be here in the first place.
It was coming down. It was coming down to like stop. And then white with a blue. I'm very close to Nightlife. No, I'm sorry, no.
And I don't usually do a lot of walks heading west along Bloor Street through these neighborhoods. I always seem to be walking east, so this will be a bit of a change of pace from my past videos through these areas. And of course, nighttime videos always have a different feel to them. Lots of busy places all along here. The Annex and Koreatown are both known for their many restaurants, as well as lots of bars and pubs. And lots of good restaurants that I've never tried yet, despite all my years of living in Toronto. I have tried quite a few though, obviously, but every time I walk through I realize how many I haven't yet got around to trying. And I think we'll probably be going out to one of these places somewhere along Bloor Street. And there are more independently owned restaurants, I would say, than chain restaurants throughout this neighborhood. That's what makes it such a good spot to come out and enjoy some good food. But it's not devoid of chains, of course. I don't think any popular neighborhood in Toronto, other than maybe Kensington Market, has really avoided becoming invaded by national chains. So we're currently walking through the Annex now. There's Lee's Palace across the street. Fairly legendary live music venue in the city. And lots of sushi places all along this part of Bloor Street. I often jokingly refer to this as the sushi district. Top Gun Burgers. Some places I've never really noticed.
I'm debating it again.
And this gazelle has been here as long as I can remember. And the Hot Docs Theater here. Catch some good documentaries. And this is the Dollarama that was once the location of Sonic Boom, the best known record store in the city. Sonic Boom now is located in Chinatown.
It's so street works again.
Alright, so here we are at Bloor in Bathurst. Fat Burger, another place that's unknown to me. And this Pizza has been here as long as I can remember. But the Honest Ed's discount store across the street is long gone. We're about to enter Koreatown.
What even need a clock, is it?
And I have to admit, I've only been to a handful of places here in Koreatown. I guess Korean cuisine is not among my most favorite. There are a few things I like, obviously, but I don't often crave it or seek it out.
Yeah.
The fruit stands do smell terrific, though. Korean hot dogs across the street. Lots of Korean barbecue. And this is one of the last neighborhoods in the city where you'll still find internet cafes. For some reason, they never really fell out of popularity. This is a very busy place right here. And of course, Mary Brown's Chicken. one of these things is not like the other. So I was talking about chain restaurants earlier. I just noticed there's a Grillies here. There's one in my neighborhood, which is open 24 hours.
Do you have anything?
I would assume the same can be said of this location. Obviously not Korean food. I don't know why all these signs aren't really illuminated at night. It would really add a lot more color and vibrancy to the neighborhood after dark. This place is doing good business. All the places are doing good business, really. If you're an East Coaster, you can get your donair craving here. I'm not sure how good they are compared to what you'll find in Halifax, but at least it exists here. And there's the big Korean grocery store. And another old theater across the street that is now a climbing gym, I believe. And the famous Poop Cafe. Funny enough, I have been to that place. Among the few places in Koreatown I've been to, of course, one of them would have to be the Poop Cafe.
After 6 stores.
And a new Korean barbecue place just opening across the street, having their grand opening.
I'm literally
Come.
Nope. And I think sure what the big crowd is here. Yummy Korean restaurant. I don't know if the crowd is waiting for something inside there. It must be good. More Korean hot dogs here.
He bought it.
And they don't have the Korean tiger lit up here. It's sort of like the emblem of the neighborhood, which we're just leaving now, by the way. This is where Koreatown peters out, and we start walking past Christy Pitts Park. Let me see if I can get away from the obnoxious music players there. So here is Christy Pitts. One of the biggest and most popular parks in the core of the city.
I'm just gonna make.
So it quiets down here while we walk past the park. But then things pick up again. There are two neighborhoods to the west of here with busy business strips along Bloor Street, the Bloordale and Bloor Court neighborhoods. Things are starting to go back to commercial uses again. Just passing the park. I've heard good things about this restaurant here, despite its suburban look with the parking in front. I hear it's quite good. But often some of the best restaurants in Toronto are actually located in strip plazas far away from downtown and post-war parts of the city. Places like Scarborough. You can get vegan donuts across the street. Seems to be closed though. The windows are all papered up. And this smells good, my roti place and my dosa place. Here is Shaw Street. We're getting closer now. I'd say we're sort of on the outer rim of my sister's neighborhood. She lives in the Dufferin Grove neighborhood, the area between Osington Avenue and Dufferin Street, south of Bloor. And most of these bars and restaurants are also fairly full as I walk past and peek in the window. It is still relatively early on a Friday night, so it's not surprising really. And here's Osington.
Yeah, and my sister was like,
Osington Station just right up there. It's just a convenience store, but it has some pretty funky lighting. And a busy barber shop. And a guy riding his bike on the sidewalk. I shouldn't have to dodge cyclists on the sidewalk, but sadly that's a everyday occurrence. That guy has a big stand-up bass. He's trying to get into that cab. Maybe he just bought it at Long and McQuaid. Although they seem to be closed now. Or are they? No, I think they're open still. Or they're just closing perhaps. Somebody just walked in. Guy was like straight out of 1978 London, England punk rock scene. All right, I'm gonna cross. I want to walk past my sister's street, and it's easier to spot from the south side of Bloor. All right, move along, move along. And here's Happy Soul. Megan used to work here. And another old movie theater across the street, the Paradise. I think that one time that resorted to becoming a adult movie theater. It isn't anymore. And more good smells here. I wonder what's happening tonight at the Paradise. And I think the next street is my sister's street. I wasn't expecting to have to encounter Muzak. Royal Academy Theater here. I'm not sure if... I have no idea where this music is even coming from. It's coming from that guy standing right there with the large speaker. I'm not sure what or why he would be compelled to do such a thing. But here is my sister's street. So I'm going to start wrapping up the video because my sister doesn't live very far down the block here. So I hope you enjoyed the Friday night walk starting from line 2 at Bloor, or I should say at Spadina subway station on the Bloor line, which is line 2, and then proceeding onto Bloor Street and walking west through the Annex and Koreatown as I made my way from the subway station to my sister's house, walking along a very dark residential street right now. But leave a comment below if you enjoyed, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. And you can also become a channel member if you like. And there's a super thanks button right down below if you'd prefer to support the channel that way. And you can find me on Instagram under K Continuum. So thanks for watching. And be sure to keep checking back. And thank you to the channel members, of course. And I will continue.